My name's Dr. Gabe Dunn, and I'm a physician with the University of Michigan Health West. I'm happy to participate in today's event representing our organization. Through my medical training and in my practice, I know that what we eat really affects our health. The American Heart Association issued new dietary guidance in 2021 that emphasizes balance. It's not all or nothing anymore. The authors noted that the high prevalence of diabetes, cancer, and heart disease could be reduced if people ate better. Chronic diseases are often related to obesity and poor nutritional habits. This is probably not news to you. They now recommend, for example, that swapping out red meat doesn't mean people have to force down their least favorite source of protein. You can go with a plant-based diet or eat seafood or poultry and legumes rather than red meat. The new focus on customization is based on culture and budget and personal preference. That's a departure from the old way of thinking that the guidelines had to be a one-size-fits-all approach to healthy eating. If you have more options than seafood, for example, it's more likely that you'll be able to make changes that you can stick with over time. The next portion of the new guidelines recommended you and your family limit empty calories, especially for children under the age of 2. Young children should avoid foods and drinks with added sugars such as cake and ice cream and fruit drinks. And obviously, empty calories aren't good for adults either. Look at the big picture by eating a wide variety of colorful fruits and vegetables rather than focusing on certain nutrients. As they say, eat a rainbow of foods. So you might ask, what should a healthy plate look like? The guidelines recommend that people vary their source of protein and fill half of their plate with a mix of different fruits and vegetables and select low-fat dairy or soy alternatives and avoid foods high in sugar and saturated fats or sodium. Think about whole grains. Use fruits and vegetables. Use vegetable oils instead of butter and instead of coconut oil. Use low-fat dairy and leaner proteins in your meal. Here's some examples. Shave calories off of a burrito bowl by using reduced fat cheese and adding vegetables in place of some rice and beans. Choose brown rice instead of white rice to add fiber, and this will help you feel more full. Or go even bolder and substitute beans for the meat. And you want another idea? Have fruit and vegetables and water available as you run around and do errands with your family when you pick up your children from school. Make the healthy choice the easy choice, in place of chips and soda, which are usually the most available. Can you imagine the dietary shift if your kids have a full serving of fruits and vegetables before they even arrive home? Experiment with plant-based foods when it feels right, and use homemade dressings with a reduced amount of oil. When you fill up on all the right foods, you don't crave the unhealthy foods as often because you're full and satisfied. Thanks for joining us, and I hope you're able to take several ideas and incorporate them into your daily diet.
Well, Laura B., thank you for showing up. And we're doing a couple food demos this morning. We'll be doing down-home greens, and we'll also be doing crispy, unfried chicken this morning.
Sounds good. I'm kind of excited about this.
All right. Well, what I'm going to start with, Laura B., we'll be starting with the down-home greens, okay? And because of our traditional way of cooking, we traditionally would boil greens in turkey or fatback or some type of meat. And we'll have oil and grease, and all those things are not really healthy for us.
But it's what tastes good. So you know we gotta have our grease and fat back.
And I understand, but I'm gonna show you a healthy way of having some of that taste in a healthy setting.
Okay, but I see you got collard greens. And what about those mustard and turnip greens?
Okay, we can also do mustard and turnip. We can do those. But today I'll just be featuring the collard greens.
Okay.
We can cook those in that same fashion.
The cooking began. I'm excited.
All right. So we're gonna start with a vegetable broth. It's a low sodium, fat-free chicken base. that we'll be using for the down home greens, okay? And we're gonna do a 1 3/4 cup. So if you allow me to go through here.
You know how we always have to use a lot of water and have it cooked down. We don't need that much?
No.
Yeah.
This is where your flavor is in your chicken broth. And 2/3 cups. Your flavor is in your natural cooking. And we all often think we have to have liquid smoke, grease, and the flavor of the food that we're cooking with. Like, again, the fatback or smoked turkey. Okay, we're gonna do a teaspoon of thyme.
I've never used that before. Just a teaspoon of that?
Yeah, just a teaspoon. There's your flavor. When you say you want flavor, yes.
Interested in trying that
Okay.
for sure.
Then we have the crushed red peppers. This gives it a little heat.
Yeah, I like that red pepper.
And we do 1/4 teaspoon because red peppers are quite hot.
Give that extra flavor.
Yes. And the finished product we have, before we serve it, we also gonna have hot sauce.
Hot sauce in the green?
Hot sauce in the greens, yes. Half a teaspoon of sugar.
I know some people put sugar. I never have added sugar.
Oh, I've always, even in our traditional cooking.
It's not gonna make it too sweet?
No, not at all.
I say,
Not
that's
at all.
gonna be healthy with sugar.
Okay. So, after we get everything in the recipe, we put it on the cook. And
How long is it gonna take to cook?
it takes about 15 to 20 minutes.
Is that so long?
That's all. Because we're using a frozen product. So, just for the sake of time, voila.
Ah,
Okay.
looks good. No meat in it at all?
No meat. Smell those flavors.
When I get
The
ready to take
aroma.
the mask off and taste, I'll want to smell it for sure. But see, I gotta have me some ham hocks.
After you try a healthy style of cooking, you'll favor it.
Okay.
I really think you
I'm
would.
looking forward to it.
All right.
I'm looking forward to it.
So we have the down home greens. Now, our favorite in our community is the crispy, unfried chicken. How about that? Unfried. Healthy way of cooking. We'll have the chicken is just you can do chicken in so many ways. But today we add 1 egg to the wet mixture.
So what's that wet mixture?
It's egg, the wet mixture is egg, 1 tablespoon of water, vegetable oil, which we're using the olive oil, the healthier way to do it. So let me get that going.
Now, can I have some dark meat or thigh? Or?
Yes, but we chose today to use a boneless chicken breast, and I'll show you the preparation on that because it has to be trimmed the fat off. Again, we're cooking a healthy style. Yes. No. The crust will be from the batter itself, the dry mix, which will have whole wheat breadcrumbs, shredded Parmesan, and parsley. So we get the Parmesan here, and it calls for I have a third of a cup. I'm sorry.
So that's gonna give it like a cheesy flavor?
It'll give it that crusty, the traditional fried chicken appearance that we're so accustomed to.
So what's the difference if it's not fried, if it's, you use it like in the air fryer or?
So air fryer is totally different from oven roasted.
Okay, so this is oven roasted. but
This
it's
is
not
oven
like
roasted.
fried.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes. Okay, and a third cup of the breadcrumbs, and we're using whole wheat breadcrumbs, which helps the color and the consistency. You'll see the difference in using the whole wheat.
Now most of these things that you can get at any of the stores.
Any at your local neighborhood stores. Yes. Now there was a little challenge on getting the fat-free, low-sodium vegetable broth. I had to go to Harvest Food for that because most of your local stores and it could have been because we were just coming out of Thanksgiving, but I couldn't find it anywhere, so I had to go to Harvest Health.
It doesn't matter what brand as long as it's healthy. I mean,
As long as it's fat-free, low sodium, it doesn't matter what brand. Okay. All right, 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley. I can't. Okay. Yes. And that's for your color.
that's just for the color.
Yeah. Because Italian parsley, it doesn't have a, I don't want to say it doesn't have a taste, but it's strictly for color and the outcome of your product. And you'll see that in a minute. Okay. So once we get that going, we'll bring out our chicken breasts. Again, at your local market, you can find the boneless chicken breasts. And if you can see, Laura B, it has fat. You want to trim away your fat much as you can. That looks good. And a question was addressed to me earlier. Chef, why don't you flatten it out? I don't flatten it out because it's no need to flatten it out. Some people like to flatten it out.
Yeah, sometimes I cut mine in half so it's thinner.
Yeah, but these are for
juicier.
Yeah, it will be. And these are 4 to 6 ounce chicken breasts, so you want it to be juicy. And notice when I use the wet process, I'm using my right hand.
Okay, so that was just some egg and water stuff.
Egg and water, yeah.
Let's try that.
We have in the dry, I'll show you the in the dry portion of this. In the dry mix, we have oregano, shredded Parmesan, and the whole wheat breadcrumbs. And that's the way it looks before we go in the oven, okay? Once that's ready, we'll put it in the oven, cook for 20 to 25 minutes. For the sake of time, here's your final results. A crispy, unfried chicken.
Chef Abby, I will say you did an awesome job. At first, you know how funny I am about my food. You gotta have my grease and my salt. But I will say it was tasty, especially the chicken and everything. I didn't expect that. But overall, I think it was pretty good. I always say the body you save may be your own. So we gotta be healthy, we gotta eat right, we gotta look at our blood pressure, look at our diabetes. Everything was healthy today. And again, everything was delicious. So again, thank you, Chef Abby, for doing this for us. You rock.
On behalf of the University of Michigan Health West and University of Michigan Health West Foundation, we're glad that you were able to join us today. We hope that you learned one good idea that you'll incorporate this week, and next week, try another, and so on. If you'd like to do a deeper dive on healthy eating, please reach out to your local medical provider. We mentioned earlier that we hope that Michigan families can continue to make the healthy choice the easy choice. Thanks for joining us.